Google sometimes.
Hey, Connor, he needs you, man. He needs you.
Bro, I call Connor all the time, but like this, I don't believe it. I mean, Connor's a big Edgar Berlanga fan. He's actually the one that put me on him.
Okay.
My man Kevin want to knock his block off, so we got to talk about that. Shit. I mean,
I back him. I ain't his biggest fan. I back him though.
I feel you.
Yeah, facts. But
Connor, that's your guy, man. Cut it out, man.
Yeah, no, he's bullshit.
He my guy. You right.
But Kev, like, I was on Flash Live, seeing you going in. I'm like, damn, he going crazy right now. But I respect it because, you're a professional. And I was talking to Flat the other day, and he disagrees with me about this. But I was like, I like Edgar, right? Edgar got 16 fights, 16 knockouts in the first round or whatnot. But I was asking him, I'm like, yo, it seems like now, like to me, that they trying to like sell the nostalgia of the whole first round knockout.
Right.
That could hurt him later on because he's not getting rounds.
At all.
And a lot of people are starting to say he's getting fed tomato cans. That's what they're saying right now.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's how I feel at this point.
Absolutely.
I mean, how do you feel about that?
My thing is this, I'll say this about the 16 fights, 16 first round knockouts. This is my thing. He's getting the rounds in the gym. You know what I'm saying? If his people are smart behind him, they're getting him the rounds in the gym. But obviously, we know that the fight is a little different in the gym. Smaller gloves, no headgear. But I'll say this, no disrespect to none of the guys he fought. Linnell Bellows, that's my kid's godfather. Tough, rugged fighter. It was one of them. Eric Moon, another tough guy. But these guys they don't have the skill set that they would need to get in there with him and actually make it competitive. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Make the fight competitive. He's never been in there, with the guy that's gonna make competitive. They talk about the last guy he fought, but that guy, that guy wasn't really nothing, man. Like he hasn't been in there with no live.
He ain't been in there with like a Charles Conwell.
He's not been in there. He's not been in there with no guy with some real serious boxing skills. That's gonna hit you. You understand what I'm saying? And that's not afraid to get at you. And got can back some of that shit up, man. Like you gotta understand something. He can punch you. Anybody can be knocked out, but you got to be able to land that shit. And my thing is with me, like, bruh, I see that shit coming a mile away. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that I can't be caught, but the likelihood with that first round, that shit won't happen to me, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Point blank, period. And the thing is, once you get out that first round, then comes the second round and the third round. And, I seen on the live, I caught a recap of the live, and one of his people, was talking about it. And he was like, Edgar can box, Edgar can do this and that. People haven't seen his skills. I'm not saying he can't box. I'm saying I've been in there with him, and I know what he can do. He know what I could do. I'm not saying he didn't get better, but I got better too. You understand what I'm saying? So, it's a thing where a guy like me, I'm in my prime. He's in his prime. He's doing this thing. He disrespected me, so my whole thing is, I want to get in there. I want to get at you.
Elaborate on, for the fans that don't know, how did he disrespect you? How did it begin, the whole beef or what?
So we was talking about this sparring and we talked about all the guys I boxed with, Darrell brothers, Caleb Plant, all these guys, man, all these guys. I gave everybody respect, including him.
Mm-hmm.
They asked about it. They said, who got the better session, blah, blah, blah. His people I said, I got the better of it. His people start tagging him in. Like, we don't believe this. They start tagging him in. Then he goes all popping, I'll knock you the fuck out. You're a bum. I'll knock you the fuck out. You're a bum. You should work at Walmart. You don't got no money, this and that, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, well, motherfucker didn't fight me then. I'm like, what's up with me. We didn't been in there. I don't give a fuck. All that first round knockout shit, that shit don't scare me, man. I'm not worried about none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't move me. You the monster. I'm the monster hunter. I want you. I want your head. That's just like a trophy to me. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like, it's one of them situations. Like, I'm not shook by none of that shit he's doing. Because at the end of the day, I know what the kid is really about. Like, I've been in there with him. I talked to him, and all that image and that money and all that, rah. Don't nobody want no smoke. Like, nigga, I'm here. You get what I'm saying? If ain't nobody calling your name, I'm calling your name.
Why do you feel like he jumped out the window like that? Like, you showed him respect and he just kind of like,
I don't know if someone ran back and said and played with words, because that's how people do. But at the end of the day, you know, he's a kid that got all this buzz. You know, he's on his high horse right now. He's knocking shit out. He's getting to a little bit of money. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he's the shit. No lie, on the views on ESPN, like the kid is making noise. You know, but he's running around with the celebrities. He's living the life and all that cool shit, right? But the fact is this: so when someone starts bringing up his name, you know, he's getting real defensive. He's already in defense mode because everybody talking about the caliber of opposition he's fighting. So he's already in defense mode. But you don't come on there and disrespect nobody that was giving you respect, you know. And my whole thing is this: but you could do that if you want to do it. But if a nigga press you about it, then you gonna have to see what's up with that. And I'm gonna continue to press him because I don't do disrespect, bro. You know, I show everybody love. Flat known me for years. He know I show everybody love. You know, but this is a sport. This is a sport where you don't have friends in your weight class. Me and Roy talked about it numerous times. He was like, I didn't have a friend in my weight class, a weight class above me or below me. You know, and that's the mentality you gotta have in this shit. So, you know, even though I was giving out respect, but all those names that I mentioned, it's not like I wouldn't fight none of them. You know what I'm saying? And so that's my thing. You know, he's a young kid. You know, he's getting some money, he's getting some buzz. You know, he's having fun. But at the end of the day, bro, respect is respect. And you know, I feel like we need to fight and handle that. You know, it's one thing to tell somebody. It's one thing to tell somebody what you'll do to them. You'll knock them. Okay, well, show me. Show me. Don't tell me. Show me. That's what my thing. I'm about action. I don't want to hear I've already beat your ass one time. So my whole thing is this: is show me that you'll knock me out. That's my whole thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's the biggest thing for me.
You've been in the ring with him already, right?
Yeah.
What do you feel like that you could do different than anybody that's facing so far that pretty much been unsuccessful?
Bro, you gotta understand something, man. Like I said, I got real fucking boxing skills. And I have an IQ. I don't take stupid risks. I take calculated risks. I'm smart. I have a jab for one. I'm not gonna come out and just sit in front of him and sit on the ropes. I'm not gonna my approach to boxing is just different, man. Like I'm a smart fighter, you know, and I take the risks when they're necessary, and that's just that, man. And I got speed. I got my own power. I have over 50%. I don't have to knock you out in the first round. You know, I don't have to do that. I got my own, you know, explosiveness. You know, I'm smart, reflexes on point, you know, and I got footwork. Whatever is needed in the ring, I got that. You know, and my whole thing is he hasn't been in there with a guy that's like that. You know, not saying that everybody could get caught. What happens when he gets hit is the question. That's the question. What happens when he gets hit with 10-ounce gloves? Because I didn't already seen it a couple times. So I want to see what happens when a nigga like me get to his chin. That's quick in the shit. He get hit with shit that he don't see coming. That's what I want to see.
You said you've already seen it. What are you referring to?
I mean, I've seen, like I said, man, it's 10-ounce gloves. Everybody could get hurt. You know, I've seen them get popped. I've seen them get rocked. You know, I've seen them get put down in the amateurs. I've seen this shit. So my thing is this, you know, you telling me you'll knock me out. Okay, cool. I feel like I'll knock you out. And that's just that. You know what I'm saying? And it's as simple as that. I'm not here to talk shit. I'm not here to bag you as a fighter and say you ain't shit and this, that. No. I'm not here to do that. You say you'll knock me out. Okay, cool. Well, let's fight. Let's make it happen. It's not a clout. It's not a clout thing for me, bro. I don't do clout. I've been around Floyd since I was 14 years old. I'm signed with Mayweather Promotions. I never ran behind Floyd and looked for that clout and shit like that. And that's what I mentioned the other day. My respect with Floyd is real. The man told me if you ever need anything from me, just come ask me. I don't ask that man for nothing, man. You know, I got Roy Jones in my corner. I don't do clout. I'm my own man that stands on my own too. You know, so I don't need Edgar Berlanga's clout. I just want to fight you. You say you'll knock me out. Let's make it happen.
I mean, 168 to me is just getting better and better. To be honest,
absolutely.
You know, you got probably the top dog in there now, with Canelo.
Yeah.
You got the hottest prospect. You know, he got rated the hottest prospect.
Yeah. You know, we're not gonna take his accolades away from him. We're not gonna do that.
Oh no, absolutely. But I'm just saying, 168 is getting exciting, and it ain't about clout. But you know, you knock that kid out or you beat him. Oh, like you're in position for these bigger fights now.
Absolutely. You know, and you know, my thing is this. You know, I feel like, you know, we're all fighters. We should want to fight each other. Yeah. You know, don't get me wrong. You know, but at the end of the day, bro, y'all ain't never seen me call nobody's name. If you've been following me from the day I turned professional, I never been out here bad mouthing this guy, bad mouthing that guy, saying this, saying that. I haven't done that. You know what I'm saying? And people are seeing a different side of me. And it's not because my back is against the wall, like my man said on Instagram Live. It has nothing to do with that. This is simply, you disrespect me, I want to fight you. You say nobody wants smoke, I say I do want smoke. You say you'll knock me out, I say show me. And it's just that simple. You know, don't come in my DM telling me you'll knock me the fuck out and I just want a payday. Bro, I mean, really, how much money am I really gonna get fighting you, bro? It ain't about the money. It's not about the money. Like what I'm gonna do, get $1 million? Like, come on, man, let's be real about this shit. What, 50,000, 25,000? Like, come on, bro. It's not about the money with me or the clout. I just want to fight you because I know I feel like I'll beat you. And you feel like you'll knock me out.
Let me say this. No, this is why I respect what Kevin doing. Know what I'm saying? I got history with both of them. With Kevin Newman, let me start with Edgar Berlanga. I knew him when he was a kid, 7, 8 years old. This is facts. He fought my little brother in the Junior Olympics. Know what I'm saying? Edgar been nice. He get busy. I knew him since he was a kid. Know what I'm saying? But I see where Kevin Newman coming from because when I first went to Vegas and I sparred Kevin Newman and shit got heated between me and Kevin Newman, between me and Kev. And I seen Kev ain't no sucker. Know what I'm saying? Kev ain't no sucker because a lot of the way it got heated with me and Kev, a lot of dudes could have backed down. He went back down, I went back down. And I seen Kev as a dog. Now, what he's doing is perfect and what we need for boxing because imagine if all these other guys was on the type of time Kevin is on. Boxing would be so much better, and this is why UFC started kind of crushing boxing with the numbers because it ain't a bigger sport than boxing. It never will be. But in numbers, a lot of people go to that UFC because the best fight the best. There's nothing wrong with calling out. If I feel I'm nice, I feel I get busy, I'm calling out somebody that get busy. Kevin Newman could call out anybody. He could call out a bum.
I could call whoever I want
calling
to.
out. But I'm saying they gotta respect you for calling out a guy like Edgar Berlanga, and you really about that smoke. It ain't for the clout. You signed the Mayweather promotion. You got Roy Jones behind you. You don't need clout from.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
I get it.
Exactly.
What's stopping the fight from going down though? Has any of his promoters reached out? Because I don't think he signed for another fight yet.
I have. When me and Roy we talked about the other day, he got straight on the line with some people at Top Rank, and he said he's and the person. I'm not gonna name no names because you know I'm not gonna do that. You know I don't know anybody's position or anything.
Yeah.
But the man said he was gonna get it to the matchmakers and get it to Berlanga and his team, and at the end of the day it would be up to them. But from a standpoint of the public and people, not the global public, and I said this last night, and I did an interview last night, not the global, but people from Brooklyn want to see it. His people want to see it. People from the West Coast want to see it. People from down south want to see it. There's people all over, bro, that's on my posts. Some of these people I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them I don't even know. They're like, yo, majority of them. John Jones tuned in on my Instagram post and was viewing all the stuff because that's what I'm saying. There's some people that's actually interested in this matchup, bro. This is not some shit where it's like, oh well, it's not like, oh, this is not a good fight, or this is another cab driver, whatever you want to call these guys that he was fighting before. It's not one of those things. They're like, yo, this is an interesting matchup. And a lot of people are rocking with me and I appreciate that. And there's people that rock with him, so I feel like this is the type of fight that could generate, some good buzz, man, and test us both. You know what I'm saying? Test us both.
See, my thing with this, and I like Edgar. You know what I'm saying? I think he's dope. But I feel like when I was Flat was they're trying to build up that whole like. If you really think of pay-per-view stars in boxing today, right? There's not a lot. The pay-per-views kind of become a little obsolete when it comes to boxing. There's not really, if you're not finding like Canelo or Manny's still doing some pay-per-views,
right,
you're not really getting a big fight. And I was telling Flat, I was like, I feel like they're gonna keep feeding that nostalgia to build him up to be a pay-per-view star because there's nothing sexier in boxing than a knockout.
Absolutely.
And those tickets.
When he came in my DM, he says this to me. Now, around boxing, my name is known. There's a lot of fighters that know me that I don't even know them. And, there's people that heard of me. I'm not saying I'm the biggest name or anything like that, but there's people that know who I am. Point blank, period. There's people that know who I am. and he comes in my DM and he says, your name's not ringing no bells. Nobody knows you. And my whole thing is this, my man, the last 3 niggas you fought, nobody knew who they were. Nobody knew who, no disrespect to none of them guys. Outside of Linnell Bellows, people kind of know him because he's been around for a minute, but nobody knew them guys. So what makes me different? What makes me different? What makes me different? I guarantee you one thing, my name rings more bells than those guys' names. And this is no disrespect to them. But don't sit up here and tell me that my name is not ringing no bells and this and that. Man, don't nobody want to hear that shit, man.
No, you can't claim that. You can't claim somebody ringing bells when a lot of the guys you're playing, I've never heard.
None of the guys you're fighting name are ringing any bells. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, Linnell is the best fighter he's fought. Linnell is the most popular fighter that he's fought. Outside of him, he hasn't fought. And no disrespect to Eric Moon or any of them other guys, but them guys, their name's not ringing no bells neither. My name, trust me. If people find out that me and him fighting, I've been on Mayweather McGregor, I've been on Mayweather Maidana, I've been on Showbox twice, I've been on FS1, PBC. People gonna tune in. People gonna tune in. Roy Jones behind me, Fat Joe's behind him. I mean, come on, man. Let's make this shit make some sense.
We know their history. I mean, their history's pretty dope too.
Let's make this shit make some sense now. But like I said, forget all that other bullshit. This is simply, I don't get caught up in that type of shit. My whole thing is this, bro. You disrespected me. I want to fight you. You say nobody want no smoke. I want to fight you. And then we'll just see where everything goes from there.
I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, y'all are both, around the same stage of your career any damn way.
When me and him sparred, man, he was 8-0 with 8 knockouts. I was 6-0 with like 3 knockouts. So he has more fights than me. I got more rounds than him. We've been in the game around the same amount of time. And my whole thing is this, like, bro, like, you really that bad of a motherfucker, and don't nobody want smoke with the monster. Nobody's calling your name, but I'm calling your name. So I feel like this, publicly, I feel like he should respond. And a lot of people feel like that. And if he doesn't, that's just because he just doesn't want it. He doesn't want it.
Do you feel like being in the ring with you already that you're too much of a risk from? Do you feel like his camp feels that way? Do you feel like he feels that way?
No, I don't know what his camp feels. But him personally, absolutely.
So you feel like he's pretty much ducking you. He feels like
I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say ducking yet. But what I will say is this: he knows what's up with me, and that's all I say. If you look at my post, you could read between all the words if you're familiar with the situation. I say what's up with me. So he already knows what's up with me. All that other shit, man. Let me tell you something. That's just not flying with me, bro. And it's just that simple. I don't do this whole media shit talking call. I don't do this shit, bro. But I feel you got something I want. I want to bust you in your mouth for disrespecting me.
You played part of the sparring session in live.
Yeah.
You said you may release the entire thing. Right?
Yeah.
You said more footage.
Yeah.
Is that coming?
You know what, man? I probably shouldn't have did that because I'm gonna tell you something. If his handlers get wind of that shit, they could either swing it one or two ways. It's either one or two ways. Is they see that and they're gonna be like, let's keep him the fuck away from this guy, or they see that and they're like, yo, bro, you're gonna have to do something with this kid. You're gonna have to do something. You're gonna have to show some, because there's two ways that they could play it. You get what I'm saying? I personally feel like I was told not to show the footage because they was like, yo, you fuck around, won't get the fight. But everybody's saying that I'm lying and this and that. Bro, I don't have no reason to lie about shit. You know what I'm saying? I put it like this. I didn't even know who the fuck the kid was. He was trying to come to our gym to get put on. Like I said on IG Live, Josue did what he was supposed to do to get put on. They put him. I didn't even know they was like, yo, you want to work with this kid? I'm like, yeah, I don't give a fuck, cool. Just like when Flat came, everybody come cool. I work with anybody. I don't duck no work. So he was just another nigga to me. And it just so happened that day, I didn't know who he was. It just so happened that day, I was just feeling good, bro. And his people try to say maybe he had a bad day. Yeah, you could have bad days in the gym. But at the end of the day, bro, I didn't have bad days in the gym. But ain't no nigga doing no shit like that to me, even on a bad day.
I mean, I want to know what actually happened. We're not gonna play the video, but run us through the sparring session, brother. Tell us what happened.
You know, my thing is this, man. I just put it like this. You know, I just boxed a nigga head off, man. You know, I brought the heat to him. Ain't nobody was up in there running from him, man. Listen, and even the 16-ounce gloves in the headgear, I brought the heat. I boxed him, you know, from what I remember. And it was just like I said, it was just like another nigga coming in the gym and I'm just doing my thing. It wasn't nothing, man. It wasn't nothing like shocking, like where it was like, oh my God, like it wasn't nothing like that, man.
So
you know what I'm saying? No, I wasn't, bro, let me just tell you something. If I hit a 360 on you, I ain't hit a 360 on flat. I ain't hit a 360, and this I'm just saying other fighters. There's no other fighter I've done that shit on. So, bro, like if I'm doing shit like that, I'm not worried about you. I'm not worried about you. You know,
Flat can move though, man.
I'm gonna put it like this. Flat gave me better work, way better work, way better. And Flat can go, bro. Flat got real boxing. Flat has real boxing skills, and they talk about Edgar Berlanga has boxing skills. I want to see. I'm not saying he don't, but I just want to see. Because I know what I got. He got power. He got power. I'm gonna tell you like this. He's knocking everybody out in the first round, not because they don't have no chins. It's because he has power. It takes a special motherfucker to knock everybody out in the first round. Unless you're fighting straight tomato cans that you just hitting the drop. I'm not saying he don't have power. But what I'm saying is when you get in there with a guy that's not worried about the power like that, that's defensively responsible, that could take a shot. Not saying that I can't be hurt, nothing like that, but that could take a shot and it's gonna fight back. Like, come on, man, shit is a little different. It's a little different.
So let me ask you this, Kev. You think coming into the fight, because you know back in the days, in Mike Tyson days, guys used to come into the fight already scared. They was already defeated.
We talked about this the other day.
Right.
These guys, there's this nostalgia about him. They're worried about the first round, for one. They're worried about the power, for two. So they coming out and they already, you know, they kind of already got that stuck in their mind, right? Defeated. So no, I won't say defeated, but they got that in their mind. So it's like this. They say from the story. Obviously, I wasn't there. You know, I've heard stories. They say Mike Tyson back in the day sparred with Evander Holyfield and the amateurs, and Evander Holyfield got off on him. And then they say Lennox Lewis did the same thing. So this is the thing. No disrespect to none of those guys. Those are legends, you know, and no disrespect to Mike ever. You know what I'm saying? But that stuff will play on your mind. And you see what happened when they got in there. Evander Holyfield wasn't scared of Mike Tyson. He was calling his name for years. Lennox Lewis wasn't scared of Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? So it's a thing where it can be a mind thing sometimes. You get what I'm saying? It's like the bully getting bullied. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, I wasn't there for none of Mike Tyson's sparring sessions back in the day. This is just word of mouth shit. This shit could have never happened. But on the outside looking in, when you look at things like that, you know, it kind of makes you put things into perspective. You know, and you could hear when they was talking about when Floyd was fighting Diego Corrales, may he rest in peace. They was like, you know, Floyd said he had sparred Diego Corrales, and he said it was some of the easiest work he ever had in his life. You get what I'm saying? And Floyd got in there and he proved that to the world.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's sometimes it's just like that, man. Sometimes it's just like that. And I'm not saying I'm Floyd. I'm not saying I'm Evander or Lennox Lewis. All I'm saying to you is this. I've been in there with him. I know what he can do. I know what he could do then. I know what I could do then. I know what I could do now. I want to see what he could do now. And it's just that simple.
Kevin, what would you think though, man? The boxing heads would know who you are, but the big masses of the fans out there that are casuals, they're gonna if this fight was to get made, they're gonna say, "Who the hell is he fighting now?" You don't see it that way as well?
I mean, yeah. You know what's crazy, man? Like I can see it that way, but my whole thing is this: who else is he gonna fight? Is the question. They say Gabriel Rosado, right? My whole thing is this: on a Puerto Rican day, Gabriel Rosado or something like that. You don't think that's a fight that Puerto Ricans will actually want to be in attendance to actually see in an arena? Yeah. Not on television, in an arena. You know, where the Puerto Ricans, they could pull up to Brooklyn, they could pull up to the Barclays or whatever, and just, you know, you don't think they want to see that? So
no doubt.
So it's like, okay, so what sense does that fight really make on TV with no fans in attendance?
Oh yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I'm 1,000% with you. I would like to see the fight. I was just asking the question because the masses don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, he's definitely the kid is definitely the draw. Like, there's no doubt about that. Like, he has the name, he has the he has the hype, he has all of that shit. But trust me, you know, like
I know
said,
you're the
John
second
Jones,
coming. I mean, you know, you ain't talking to somebody that's casual. I know you're the second coming.
You know, but you know, like I said, John Jones was tuned in on my post. It's just like, yo, and the more buzz this shit get, the more people gonna be like, you know, people may pull me up and be like, oh shit, this might actually be some shit. And like I said, just you know, I don't use nobody, but they like, oh, then you know, this is a Mayweather Promotions fighter, or this guy's with Roy Jones Jr. Next thing you know, things just start happening. That's how things just, you know, turn up. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So,
Yo, you know how
yours. I shared the post on my timeline, so these are folks that are coming in.
Okay, cool.
Folks that I brung.
Yo, you know how Edgar came in the first live? Because I forgot to mention this. How he came in the first live when Kev first said they sparred. My boy Saddam Ali sent it to him, and Saddam Ali, that's one of the best fighters to come out of New York, out of Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? So he had sent it to Edgar, and that's how Edgar came up, but he never said nothing. So as soon as Edgar came up, I believe he saw you talking. He just came in. I mean, he came in shooting the shit.
He came in like
on his Brooklyn shit.
Yeah, no. But this is the thing. You gotta understand. He's already like the kid. I see the kid is feeling away because he has the buzz, but people are saying certain things about him, and it's pissing him off or whatever. So he don't want to hear nothing. His name brought about nothing. But my whole thing is this, my man. Before you start just popping off at the mouth, know the facts first, bro.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Because that's how shit gets ugly. You know what I'm saying? You don't just jump stupid and you don't know what the fuck going on, because that shit could turn totally against you. You get what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it.
I mean, a lot of the stuff people are saying, like, I feel like some of it is warranted. Like I said, like, if you're a fighter like yourself, you've been fighting as long as him. Right. I feel like getting rounds is extremely important. I feel like, you know, nobody knows what he's gonna do past the first round.
Right.
The third, fighters change up. Like, you know, I've watching boxing for years. I remember Zab Judah, and I always loved Zab.
Yeah.
But I always felt like he started off fast and he gassed out. And
right.
I always felt like, and we don't know that about Edgar.
Right.
No, you gotta understand, man.
I mean, I'll say this. He had my fault, but I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good.
He had a pretty good, you know, amateur career or whatever. He might be more relaxed after the first round because all that shit's over with behind him. Mm-hmm. He might start to settle in. But like I said, fucking with me, he's settling in there with a motherfucker that's meant for the rounds, that's ready to go rounds, that can box like that.
You know what it is though too? Like I feel like now the fact that the whole first round knockout, 16 straight fights, I feel like that can actually work against him in a sense to where you start pressing for that knockout and you could actually get caught out them. And that's why
that shit, man, come on, man. That shit all plays fair. But I want my man to say what he was gonna say. I know he had something he was gonna say.
I did have a little bit to say, man. Yeah, he could play against him, but I don't think, look, man, knowing him, he doesn't look for that first round knockout, man. Right. He does try to box, man. But the thing about it is, and Kevin, you know this. If the opportunity's there, you're going to take it. You ain't getting paid for overtime, man.
Of course.
You know, that opening come crack, man. Get him out of here. Put him in the body bag. Zip him up.
Absolutely. I'm not saying none of his first round, to me, none of his first round knockouts that he had, you know, the last one looked like he kind of, you know, pushed forward just a little bit.
That's
and he just said he did. He did. But you know what I'm saying? Like, personally, me, if he's in there with me, I don't see him pushing for no first round knockout with me like that. I don't see it like that, unless he's just out his motherfucking mind. And maybe he just might be. You know, maybe he might just be that angry and upset with me because I'm coming for him because he came at me crazy. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But one thing about it, bro, is this: I'm a smart guy, you know, and I'm sharp when I get in the ring, man. I feel like I got, you know, I feel like God blessed me with a built-in radar. God blessed him with some power. God blessed me with a built-in radar. You know, and bless me with a boxing IQ, man. You know, so it's like I said, man. It's one of them things that I want to fight. You know, I'm not ducking that fight out. If they call me tomorrow, like, yo, we want you to fight Edgar this day, cool, let's make it happen. You know, and you know, there's no nothing, but it's up to him and his people if they want it, you know, and that's my biggest thing. You know, there was never no disrespect until he disrespected me, and you know, so it's like fuck it, man, like, you know, why not, let's do the shit, you
I
know,
mean, I
let's do it,
definitely want to see it. I mean, I
you
think
know,
everyone on this panel want to see.
yeah,
If
yeah.
if they don't take the fight, or if you don't get an offer,
Mhm.
where do you go from there?
Me, I mean, my shit ain't. Listen, with or without Edgar Berlanga, my shit ain't changing. We still got shit plans, you know, for me in the works as we speak. You know,
Mhm.
so I'm out here in Pensacola, Florida, right now, training, getting ready for, you know, what Roy has next for me. So we're not just gonna sit around and just call Edgar's name and just do all that clout chasing shit. That's not my thing, bro. Like I'm working on some other shit already anyway. You know, so it's like, you know, I'm gonna still do my thing, and if it doesn't happen in a month or 2 or 3 or this year or whatever, I feel like it should happen this year. If it doesn't, then that was just God's plan, you know. But if the day ever does come where me and him get in the ring, which I want to fight him, you know, just off the strength of alone of what we talked about, then I feel like I'll beat him. You
Kevin,
know, it's that simple.
you down there with Roy in Pensacola? Did you get to meet Michael Williams Jr.? You
I'm
work
with
with
I'm
him?
with, I'm with Mike in the gym every day. That's my little guy, man. That's my little guy. You know, that's my
You know
little
who he
guy.
is, Flats?
I heard of the name.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a good kid, man. You know, he works hard, man, and you know, I'm down here, shit, you know, trying to help in any way I can with him too. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
know,
I just
so
want to. Hey, I know it. Damn near know everybody, man. I know that's.
yeah,
Man,
Yeah, I just get around.
I
I'm
feel you.
interested in hearing like training with Roy, training with Roy, under Roy, whatever. I think that's insane, but be able to train with somebody of such a status.
That's my idol, man.
Bro, let me ask you. I remember growing up hearing him when he trained. He used to chase roosters and shit like that.
Yeah,
That's real.
that's real. He said he used to do it. He used to do it.
And has he made you chase any roosters?
Never, never, never. You know, one thing. Well, this is with Roy. Like, you know, he's never made me chase any roosters. He's told me if I wanted to, I could go do it. But you know, Roy's thing is, we do a lot of drills, and I start to get to see why. I understand why he was as great as he was.
Mhm.
It wasn't just about his God gifted ability. It was hours and hours of countless hard work, man. You know, stuff that guys couldn't even imagine. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I got even more respect for him than I even did. But for me, training with him is a dream come true. And a lot of people, they got it confused that they thought I trained with Roy for my last fight. I trained with Roy 1 week at the start of my camp, and he came out for the fight the week of the fight. So it's like, I want to show people what we've really been working on. And there's a whole different, set of artillery that he's adding to my game, because he tells me all the time, man, he's like, yo, you have the same stuff that I had. He said, I just want to teach you how to use it. And that, to hear that come from a guy that I look up to and have so much respect for, to hear that stuff come from him, it's like, yo, like, whatever you need me to do, I'll do it. I'm here. And it'll be real dangerous. You know what I'm saying? I feel like his mind, he doesn't teach guys to fight like him. But you're gonna pick up on a couple things that he was able to do, and there's certain things that guys can do and certain things guys can't do. I'm just blessed to be able to basically do all the shit that he can show. You know what I'm saying?
So you gotta understand, I came to, because Kev is training with Roy Jones now, but you gotta remember, before that, he was training under Floyd for years. I came to Vegas in 2016, and I got to train in the gym with Floyd. So imagine, I learned a lot just from watching Floyd train and being in the gym with him this little amount of time. Kev been in there with him for years. Then to go from that to Roy Jones, it's like some things you can't really put a price on. You know what I'm saying? You can't. So his Kev, yo, listen, man. I give credit where it's due. Kev could box his ass off.
The biggest thing I should have picked up on, man, and I feel like, I grasped everything from Floyd, man, in a sense of everything that he did, in the gym. But the biggest thing I should have picked up on, man, and I'm glad that I found that now, was his ability to focus no matter what was going on in his personal life. No matter what. I done seen Floyd come in the gym under multiple circumstances and shit like that. But once that man hit the door, once he hit the door from the locker room, all that shit didn't matter, man. And once he got in the ring, all that shit didn't matter. So, you know, that was, you know, me being, you know, me looking back, I wish, you know, I would have really picked up on his ability to focus. And that's been my only problem in my career, is just focus. That's been my only problem. It has nothing to do with anything else except for focus. And, you know, I congratulated him the other day on his Hall of Fame induction.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, he was like, "Thank you, family. I appreciate it." He's like, you know, just staying focused. And when he said that to me, I was like, yo, like, this dude is still, he's still, that mindset with him never changes, bro. It's like just staying focused by all means, you know. And that's something that I should have picked up on. But, you know, I think it's safe to say that I got that now. You know?
Kevin, just something on the side, man.
Yeah.
You're aware that Michael Williams Jr. was calling out Devin Haney. Do you think he's ready for somebody like him right now? Or do you even think he should have did that?
It's you know, I can't say Michael Williams he's a man as well.
What's his record?
I think he's like, I don't know, like 12-0, something like that.
Yeah.
You know, but this is my thing, right? You know, he's a man himself. You know, and you know, if that's what he truly wants, you know, I applaud him for wanting to fight like that. You know, do I feel like he's ready? You know, I don't feel like he's ready for that fight. You know, Devin's that's family. You know what I'm saying? That's family, and I feel like, you know, you can call guys names, but it's boxing is like a sport. Like, what have you done for me? And it's definitely a what have you done for me lately type of sport. And I feel like Mike needs, you know, more work. You know, and then one day, you know, he'll get to that level. But
yeah,
you know,
he's 14-0. He's 14-0 with 10 knockouts. I just think he needs to take his time, man, because I did see him fight in Raleigh, North Carolina against Lashard Adcock, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't know how he came out of there with a unanimous victory, man. He got dropped in 2 different rounds in that fight. I was like,
well, see, I personally don't have no knowledge on that fight, but
I'm an encyclopedia with this shit.
Yeah, I can see. You know, I don't have no knowledge of that fight, but you know, my thing is this. You know, he's a young kid. You know, he's coming up. You know, his dad is moving him in the way that they feel like they should be moved, as well as Roy, and that's what's best for them. You know, so it's cool for them to do that, man. And you know, I respect that. You know, but my whole thing is this: is he ready for Devin right now? No. Could that be a fight in the future? Possibly. You know, but he's not ready for Devin right now. Devin's on another level. And, you know, Michael's still learning. He's still young, learning the game. He has plenty of time. You know?
And that wasn't a knock on him, man, because
yeah. No, not at all.
Every fighter has a fight, you know, that's gonna be like that. That things didn't go your way. You learn from that stuff. So it wasn't a knock. It's just that I used it as a gauge to, like, man, he needs to take his time and work a little more. You know what I mean?
You don't want to rush. You don't want to rush.
Right.
Man. You know, because once you get to the big dance, bro, if you can't dance,
it's game time. Or
you get what I'm saying?
And you know what's dope about it? Kev is living in reality. When he's saying Edgar Berlanga, it's not like he's saying, yo, I'm ready to fight Canelo tomorrow. It's not like he's saying something that's like people gonna look at as all the way left. He's saying he's ready to fight Edgar Berlanga, which, how many fights you got all together, Kev?
I got, what is that, 13.
13 fights.
Yep.
So Edgar got 16. They in the same. They've been boxing. I mean, they've been pro around the same time. They spar with each. It's like it makes sense. It's not like he in there calling out like something that makes no sense.
Right.
That's the thing. Like I don't know the kid y'all talking about, but Devin Haney. That's like if you 12-0, you can't really call out Devin Haney.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're not there yet. So it's with the call outs. It got to be something that's reality.
It got to make some sense, man. You know, like I wasn't gonna.
That's all I was saying.
I wasn't gonna get on the all call outs mandatory and start calling out, you know, Caleb Plant or David Benavidez. I haven't done anything to put myself in that position to call it. And I'm a realist with this. Not saying that I can't compete with those guys, but I haven't done anything in the sport yet. But with Berlanga, that's something totally different. No,
y'all on the same level in my eyes.
They both prospects, right?
That's something totally different.
Yeah, that's big.
That's something totally different. You know, so it's one of those situations. You get what I'm saying? And you know, I'm not doing this to talk myself, you know, up for a fight. But my whole thing is this, bro. Like I said, you disrespect me, and I want to fight you. I want to, you know, go show the world who I am. You get what I'm saying? Who I really am. Because I put it like this: the better fighter you put in front of me, the better version of me you get.
Hey, Kev,
and it's that simple.
You bring up Floyd, and I've been a huge Floyd Mayweather fan. He's probably my favorite fighter of all time.
Yeah.
And I've been watching him since he put Angel Man Freddy to whatever. And I remember a situation where he still wasn't that big ticket. And he basically became a star in a sense where he kind of made himself the bad guy when he fought Toro Gotti, fast fighter. And I kind of elevated him to a whole nother level because Gotti was a beloved star at the time.
Absolutely, absolutely.
He kind of just trashed him, and that's kind of what made Floyd into a superstar. And it kind of reminds me of your situation where Berlanga's the prospect of the year. People are talking about it.
Right.
And it's kind of like what you're doing to me personally is a page out of what Floyd had to do at one point. To where, you know what, I'm gonna make you love me. I'm gonna make, even if I gotta become the bad guy, sometimes I gotta do that.
Right.
Do you feel like that's something that you be able to do right now?
No, this is my thing, bro. You know, I feel what you're saying because I was just talking to another one of Roy's fighters about the good guy, bad guy role in boxing. I explained exactly what you said. My thing is this, bro. You know, God knows my heart. You know, God knows I'm not no bad guy. But, you know, whatever, if I gotta take, if I'm gonna be me, and if you look at me as if you're gonna look at me as a bad guy, that's fine. If you look at me as a good guy, that's fine. You know, I'm not here to be like, oh, I'm this bad motherfucker that's, you know, this, that. No, I'm not doing that. Floyd was him. That's Floyd. You get what I'm saying? Floyd believed in himself that much. He told Gotti everything that he was gonna do. He said, I'm gonna punish you. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. You're not gonna do this. You're not gonna do that. And that's just the way that he chose to go.
And he did it in Atlantic City.
And but see, that was just Floyd being himself, saying what he believed. You get what I'm saying? All he did was just say what he was gonna do and what he believed. Floyd didn't say, you know, oh, I'm gonna fuck your mother or some stupid crazy shit like that. Floyd said, I'm gonna beat your ass. You know, it's just simple. Like, you're not gonna do shit with me. I'm gonna punish you, and this and that, and everybody's gonna see it. Everybody, this and that. That's all he did. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I get what you're saying about the good guy, bad guy role. My thing is this, you know, love me or hate me, I'm gonna be me. If you look at me as the bad guy, that's cool. If you look at me as a good guy, that's cool. You show me love, I'm gonna show you more love. You know, you show me respect, I'm gonna show you respect. But if you disrespect me, I'm gonna get disrespectful too.
The reason I bring that up too is because when it comes to promoters, they're promoting certain guys. Like, you know, with Golden Boy's Ryan Garcia, he's gonna get whatever he wants. A lot of fighters that are maybe not on the same level popularity wise, but maybe skill wise, but aren't gonna get the same push, and they may need the extra, you know what I'm saying, to get there.
Right.
And I feel like sometimes it's not an even playing field when it comes to boxers. It's difficult for boxers to get those big fights, especially if you're not popular. That's why I bring it up.
Yeah. No, absolutely, man. I agree, you know. And you know, like I said, man, for me, you know, me and Berlanga fight, I beat Berlanga. Ain't shit gonna change with me. Ain't shit gonna, won't shit never change. I'm the type of guy, won't shit never change with me. I'm always be me. I'm always be the same guy. You know, the same cool ass guy, man. I damn near try and respond to everybody DM I can. You know, I show everybody love, everybody respect. I'm always be that guy. You know, but when it comes to this boxing shit, man, and you know, when it comes to what I truly feel and what I believe, I'm gonna stand on that. And if I have to speak on that, that's what I'm gonna do. You know, and you know, they say closed mouths don't get fed. You know, so it is what it is, bro.
I mean, he did say he's gonna fight four or five times this year. So shoot, I don't see where at least four. So I don't see where there wouldn't be a position for you to get in there.
This the thing. Let me say.
And I'm a Berlanga. I back Berlanga, but I gotta be honest about it.
Listen, Berlanga's my guy since he was 7, 8 years old. These is facts. Now I know Berlanga mother. I know his father. I know his whole family. Facts. He knows my whole family. My mother, my father. Facts. But the thing is this: if Edgar Berlanga turned down, and this my guy again. Edgar's my guy. Brooklyn all day. Kevin's my guy too. But if Edgar turned down Kevin and then fight a less opposition, it's gonna look funny, bro.
Right.
I'm just gonna tell you, bro. For where we from, we fight. We have pride. You know what I'm saying? Now if he don't fight Kevin, he fight a lesser fight. It's gonna look funny, bro. And I know he understands that.
It's gonna look like they're protecting him. That's what it's gonna say.
No. It's not even gonna look like that. No, it's gonna look like he didn't want the fight. It's gonna look like he personally, especially if he don't speak on it, he act like he too big to respond to it. And that's my guy. I just was with Edgar the other day. That's my guy. But if he act like he don't want to respond to it, he too big for, because this is boxing, bro. This is boxing. This not a guy with 2 wins and 13 losses. Know what I'm saying? This is a guy that fought on Floyd undercards.
You gotta understand too, though, Flat. Like a lot of this is investment. Top Rank, I think it's Top Rank. That's their big guy right now. I'm their big superstar. It's an investment, bro.
I put him to the test, bro. Gotta put him to the test. This is why boxing is a dying. This is why they say boxing is a dying sport.
I agree with you, but this is where the promoters can fuck shit up. If I look at Newman, right, and I sit there and I be like, yo, there's a chance that he could beat him. We're gonna curve him. We're not gonna pay him no mind. That could possibly happen. That's how they're gonna look at it. You know, if you're investing all this money in him, especially if you want him to become a pay-per-view star.
All right.
Look, man, I back Edgar Berlanga 100%, but Flats is absolutely right. You're gonna fight 4 times this year, man. I love Berlanga, but you got to fit this man in there. If you fight somebody lesser than that, it will look funny. We know what it is, Flat.
And that's 100% real. My thing is this, motherfucker, you already disrespected me.
Yeah.
So there's no measures that I won't go to disrespect you at this point.
Oh shit.
And it's just that simple. It's just that simple. So disrespect is disrespect at the end of the day, no matter how big or how small.
Facts.
You already disrespected me, so now it's fuck you. And I'm gonna go to whatever, however far I want to take it, that's where I'm gonna take it. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like I said, I want to get you in the ring and get across the corner from you. I want to stare you down and look you in your eyes, and I want to see back that shit up you was talking, all that, this bum shit, this and that, and blah blah. I'll knock you. Okay, motherfucker, show me. It's so much even more to that. Just him sliding in my DM saying this ain't Floyd don't fuck with you. Like, bro, I'm a grown ass man. Listen, as long as my kids fuck with me, that's all I care about.
I mean, that's kind of personal. Like,
that's corny. That's corny. But it's so much more to it. So it's like I said, man. You know, at the end of the day, you know, and Flat is absolutely right. You know, and that's just that. If they, you know, they go take another. His people just commented on my shit and said, what he say? He said number 17 right here or some coming up talking about. I don't know if he's talking about with me, but my man, listen. I'm not hard to find, bro. I'm not hard to find. You know, y'all know who to get in contact with. Motherfuckers can get in contact with me directly. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them situations. You know, this social media era made it so easy for people to get in contact with each other.
Right.
You know, so it's one of them things, man. So like I said, you know, Flat is absolutely right. You know, and you know, I appreciate y'all, you know, for you know, giving me the opportunity to even get on here, you know, and to keep everything neutral. Like he said, he's a Berlanga fan. I respect it. You know, Flat, he fucks with Berlanga. I'm pretty sure you fuck with Berlanga. So it's like, it's one of those things where, you know, but I respect y'all for everybody keeping it all neutral. You know what I'm saying? And just being honest. And that's the whole thing. You know, I think with this situation is a situation where even my man that got on Flat's Instagram Live earlier,
that was his old coach.
He said what he said, right? Now, you know, I feel like, you know, the whole back against the wall thing, nah, not really. That's not what it is for me. That's not how I look at this shit. You know, but what he was saying was, you know, it was kind of like, you know, he kept it as neutral as you can. And like, you know, even the guys the other day that tuned into the live, you know, everybody's keeping it like, yo, we want to see this shit. Maybe this shit should happen, you know, because it's one of them things. It's not where it's like, oh man, Edgar don't need this kid. Ain't nobody said that yet. Ain't nobody said it yet.
I want to see somebody that's gonna stand there and really fight him. Like I feel like when I watched the last few fights, bro, dude, it felt like dude actually came at him at first, and once he got hit, it was just like, I should have thought about that. And
yeah, man, these guys, man, let me tell you something. These guys coming at him, man, they coming at him with slow shit, you know, with shit. They don't have, they're not coming at him, you know, in the manner that I would come at him in. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a smart guy, bro, when I'm in there. I use my IQ. You know, I use my IQ, you know, and I look at a situation like this, you know, he bleed just like me. He's a man just like I am. He could be hurt too. So it's like one of them things like, bro, like, you know, I want to test my shit. You want to test your shit? Okay, cool.
I respect it, man. I'm from the old I'm cut from the different cloth. I'm cut from that cloth that when boxing was going on at my time, you either sink or swim. It wasn't none of this. Oh, let me pick this. Oh, let me look at box rec and let me see what's he ranked. What's he? No, wasn't none of that going on, bro.
I'm gonna just and that's how it's supposed to be. And this I'm gonna just show you. This is why I thought the kid was corny, man. I get in there and I'm talking about boxing, and this motherfucker wants to tell me how much money he's getting. I don't care about none of that shit, bro. That shit don't mean a goddamn thing to me. That shit don't mean nothing to me. That shit don't mean anything. I don't give a fuck how much money you're getting, bro. At the end of the day, you're not Floyd. And that shit don't matter to me, man. The money is not
that part I don't like. I just really don't like.
That shit's corny, man. You broke.
Money talk I never liked.
He said you're broke, and he said I'm getting money, blah blah blah. All this, man. Don't nobody give a fuck about none of that shit, bro. I'm gonna put it like this: if you're another man and you're worried about what's in this man's pockets, and you're not a business partner with him, you're a fucking clown. If you're worried about what money he's getting, you get what I'm saying? Who gives a fuck about that? Who cares about that? I don't give a fuck how much money you're getting. That shit don't mean anything to me, bro. I don't care about the money you're getting. I'm saying I want to fight you because you're being disrespectful, and I feel like I'll beat you, and it's just that simple.
Yeah, the money talk. I've never been a big fan of that, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I talk a lot of shit too. Flat know me. I talk a lot of shit, but I do back mine up though. I'm not just gonna talk the talk, you know. And
man, look.
I was with Nate Campbell today, man, and we was videoing it. I said, hey, Nate, any of these trolls want it, man? I can use this ring. He said, you already know, champ.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
So
so it's just like that, man. And and to touch on that money shit, Floyd could talk that shit because Floyd was really getting to the money for real. But that's his image, that's his persona. You the monster. You knocking everybody the fuck out. People not worried about the money, man. People not tuning into your fights for the money, bro.
That's a good point right there, bro. I didn't even think about it.
Nobody's tuning into your fights to see how much money you're getting. All the pictures with you doing this corny ass, man. Listen, they're not tuning in this. They're tuning in to see you knock motherfuckers out.
That's a fact.
And it's just that simple. So don't come talking to me about money and talking about how I want a payday. Motherfucker, we can fight for free.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Damn.
Hold on.
No, listen.
Get your boy Flats.
Listen to me. I believe in myself.
Yeah, no, thanks.
I believe in myself. It's not about the money for me. He says to me, I said, it's not about the money. He said, that's why you're at that's why you're at where you're at in your career. I said, my man, listen, in my mind, bro, you already got the game fucked up. If you're doing this shit strictly for the money solely, and that's your only soul, that's all you gonna come back to, bro, you got the game fucked up, man. You got the game fucked up. I want my respect, bro. Period. I want my respect. Money comes and goes. Respect, legacy, all the other shit lasts forever. We done seen many of champions that had way more money than Berlanga got go broke. Way more money. So, I mean, come on, man. Nobody want to hear that shit. So this is my thing, man. Whatever happens. At the end of the day, I'm gonna stand on what I'm saying. And it's just that simple.
I'm gonna push the fight on my channel. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna push it because I want to see the fight now. I want to see
Facts, Connell.
I mean, shoot. I'm a fair. Flat to tell you, I'm a fair, even playing field, bro. If you're gonna talk, you gotta back it up, man.
Exactly. And that's my whole thing. My whole thing was this, bro. Like I said, I didn't come out and just start talking crazy shit about Berlanga. He started talking shit about me.
Yeah.
So it's like that's my thing. So if you want to talk shit, okay, cool. We can talk back and forth, but who's gonna keep talking and who's gonna actually do the fighting? We get a fight and it's signed on paper. You can talk as much as you want to talk, but until then, bro, like, come on, man. You're gonna have to respond to me one way or another.
Flat, link this man up with me, man, because I can take him to a whole nother different big ass huge platform that's gonna be heard.
Nah, we gonna keep listen.
Big time.
I don't know how Edgar feel about it. I don't know if he.
Nah,
but at the end of the day, this is boxing, bro.
Yeah,
this is boxing, and these is platforms, and it's a sensible fight, bro. If it was a guy, listen, if it was a guy that was a bum that don't deserve a fight like this, that's not even on that level, I wouldn't pay it no mind. But this is a guy that's on that level, skill wise, been on big cards.
That's what I'm trying to say. Hey, listen, I can put him on my platform. I can put him on a bunch of other different platforms that got.
Well, let's get it,
bro.
I want to see it.
I
Look,
want to.
y'all showed me love, man. You know, it don't matter to me. You know, with this, if this gets 100 views or 1,000,000 views, man, I just appreciate y'all just even allowing me to get up on here and just chop it up with y'all, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no doubt. It is not about the views, but the thing about it is, if we want to try to help push the fight to when we push, we got to put them against the wall with it.
Listen. I'm already 10 steps ahead of you, bro. I'm already 10 steps ahead of you.
I got you, bro. I don't know if you're 10 steps ahead of me, but I got you, bro.
No, maybe not. Okay, my thing is this. Maybe not with who you could get me in contact with. I'm not saying that, but on my end, I'm gonna do my job, bro. And if it happens, it happens. If it don't, not on me. Not on me. But I'm gonna do everything I can to get that boy in the ring.
Bro, I want to see this shit. I'm gonna push it as far as I can. I'm gonna talk my shit now. Hey, listen, man. I'm hyped for the fight, bro.
I just want the nigga to respond, bro. Don't come to my DM. Don't come to my DM. I don't want to hear that gay shit you talking about my body, pussy. Man, listen, man. I know my woman's body. I know my woman's body. I don't know your body. I don't know your body.
What?
You know my body, pussy, man. All that corny ass, childish ass, fake ass shit, man. I don't want to hear about that shit, bro. I don't want to hear that shit. I know my woman's body. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know your body. I don't give a fuck about that. I just want an opportunity to fight you, bro. That's it. It's just that simple.
Flat, you got me wanting to see this fight like today.
It's just that simple.
That's how I feel.
It's just that simple. So it's we could just keep it at that, man. However, this stream though, I know some of my people, they wanted to tune in, man, and they wanted to tune in, and I'm gonna get it to them whenever it's posted up. I'm gonna get it to them ASAP so they can check it out.
Oh no, that's all good, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying, brick by brick, bro. But I definitely appreciate you. I know you probably doing your thing in the crib with the kids and shit like that.
No, I got back. No, I'm in Florida, bro. I'm away from my kids. That's how you know I'm taking this shit serious. If you get me away from my babies, I love my babies more than anything in this world, bro. If you get me away from my babies and I'm locked in, I'm focused. It's just that simple. I just had a son. And he's 2 months old, and I've been gone from him for the past 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So this is bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? So I got to do what I got to do. Got to do what I got to do.
Just know I'm always be fair when I speak. I don't speak on feelings. I don't speak on favorites. I just speak facts. That's it. A lot of people hate me. I don't care. The ones that love me, love me. The ones that hate me, hate me. I just speak facts, man. Look, man, there's 2 Puerto Ricans that are getting ready to fight, man, and I did my breakdown on it, and the daddy of the other one was upset and was posting all kind of shit on Facebook. I'm like, bro, keep it moving, keep it moving.
I definitely want to see this fight. I definitely want to I want to see what you got even past this fight coming on, what your goals are.
Oh yeah. We like I said, we down here. I'm in Pensacola, Florida, bro. It's so boring down here, but I'm out here getting to it, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we got some shit that we gonna make shake. Bro, I'm gonna still make moves. So everybody should still be tuned in to see what I'm gonna do. And that's the thing, bro. Like and even if not, I'm still gonna be, inch by inch, making my way to the spot that I want to get to, man. So like I said, with or without Edgar Berlanga, I'm gonna do my thing. But I'm pushing the issue because of this is all over respect, and you got to see me some way or another, and you got to respond to this shit some way or another. Because if not, you're a bitch, and I already told you that in your DM, and it's just that simple.
Damn.
So I mean, if you respond to it, whether you need to respond to it publicly or not, and it's just that simple.
Bro, you got to respond.
Facts.
So,
bro, but yo,
I mean, my whole thing is this, brother. This side of me, bro, don't really come out like that. But
I'm glad it did.
You bring that motherfucker out, bro. It's a whole different motherfucker, man. And I'm telling you, that shit ain't as sweet as he think. And I'm not sleeping on him neither. I would never sleep on a guy that's 16-0, 16 knockouts with first round knockouts. Never.
I think if nothing else, Edgar bring the best out of Kev, and Kev bring the best out of Edgar.
That's what I said.
I'm not picking sides, bro.
May the best man win.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I said. I said that to his people. I said, look, he gonna bring the best out of me. I'm gonna bring the best out of him. And that's just that. As simple as that.
Facts.
Simple as that.
Kev, let them know where they can find you too, man. Your Twitter handle, your Instagram.
You can follow me. at Kevin Newman _II on Instagram and Twitter. And you know, on Facebook, I my mom, she made me a fan page a long time ago. She be still booming on this Kevin Newman the Second Coming. You know, she do her thing on there, man. So, you know, y'all can follow me on all that, you know.
I appreciate you, bro. I'm gonna let you go, man.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate y'all for having me. Flash, all love.
Yeah, we're ready.
My man, what's your name, brother? So I make sure I got your name.
Cano Loco.
Cano Loco. What's your name, boss?
You call me Norbs or Chino.
Got you. Chino. I'm gonna call you Chino. I appreciate y'all, man. It's all love, bro.
I appreciate you, brother. Thank
all right,
you.
man. Take care.
Okay.
Flash.
I ain't gonna hold you, man.
This was dope, Flash.
I want to see this shit. Like,
let me just say this, Nose, before you even get into it.
Yeah.
I respect that. That's a respectable ass call out, bro. He felt Edgar disrespecting him. He wanted to smoke. He's not a bum. He's not a guy that just started boxing. He's not clout chasing. He's not clout chasing, bro. I know when somebody